Hello, welcome to Hush Comics. My name is Adrian. I'll be moderating this end of the year review, very first one. Here in the middle is the Hush Comics group.
We practice.
Sharif El Khatib here, co-owner of Hush Comics, engineer by day, crime fighter by night. I like all things Batman, huge comics, movies, TV, video game, books. I like to think of myself as pretty well versed. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and welcome to Hush Comics.
Why don't we start with Robert?
What I put on that list? I don't even remember. What I put on that? I don't even remember.
Do you want to start with your worst or your best?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
Let's start with the worst. Let's
Start-
start worst.
okay.
Nobody wants to end on the worst.
So honestly, I'm not sure I could pronounce it. Sharktopus?
Oh, Sharktopus.
Sharktopus.
Yes. It was on Sci-fi. It preceded Sharknado.
Sharknado was awesome.
Prequel?
Right.
Yeah, so it was actually a CGI'd shark that came out of the water, if you can believe this, and it actually walked around on little tentacles.
Is that the one with Urkel in it?
There's Urkel?
I thought that guy
One
died.
of the shark sci-fi movies.
There was a whole Shark Week
right.
on Sci-Fi.
There was a shark.
Well, I mean, there was like 4 or 5, that they put right before it, and it was some but the tentacle, so it was kind of small, and then yet somehow it was long enough to reach up from the ocean and snatch an airplane, a jet, out of the air. And yet,
So it's kind of like a creeping terror.
the pilot had time to eject. Like it was.
Wow. Can I change my nomination for best movie?
Oh, definitely
Yes.
the most amusing I've ever seen, but it was.
The bar has been raised.
Yeah. James Cameron is raising the bar.
Definitely.
Does
Yeah.
the Sci-Fi Channel count?
Hey, it came. It's getting a sequel. Sharknado's
It's getting a sequel.
Sharknado's getting a sequel, and
So-
it went to
Shark Ranch?
direct to DVD.
Well,
So
they used to do like movies every month for a while.
I
yeah,
think-
they're legit.
I
right?
think
they
that's
have
a
commercials.
Good
I stand
segue to it's a good segue to Sharif's least favorite movie, which was
It was definitely Sharknado.
definitely Sharknado.
I sat through the whole thing.
It was infinitely better than
Sharknado
Sharktopus.
is you gotta go into it expecting it to be just awful, and that's what makes it so good.
Yeah, and then you put Tara Reid, and then the expectations drop.
And
You should have
multiple
a job
chainsaws.
Before
Her
they
boob
put her
job
in
is better
another
than that movie.
No, I'm sorry. He jumps into a shark with a chainsaw and cuts a chick that got. It saves the chick that got eaten like 30 minutes ago.
Preaching the movie.
That's science, okay?
Yeah,
So
that's
fight the
legit.
science.
What?
If you get eaten, I'm coming. I'm gonna save you with the chainsaw.
Wow.
All right. How about Evan? Evan's
All right.
worst movie of the
So-
year.
The movie I chose was Only God Forgives. It was so bad I couldn't stand to finish more than 20 minutes of it. Nothing happens. There's like an old Japanese guy singing karaoke. There's some hands that get chopped off, but none of it's explained. Ryan Gosling is there making a face but doesn't say any names, and you just believe he's actually thinking what you're supposed to think. And it's so bad.
Oh
Did he
my
have
God,
any epic
no, you
serial
know.
moments?
I don't know. I watched 20 minutes and I got upset and I went out
Okay.
to do some productive things.
So
It
I
was really
watched
bad.
the whole movie. It was not a good movie, but it was so artful. It was one of those indie films, you know, like a group of like students like go out. Sure. This would be really awesome if you just stare out in the nothingness for about 10 minutes and then we film it and then put it on a backdrop and
Like, there's this one scene, and this is what made me upset. This guy goes and buys his prostitute and kills her. And then the cop, instead of like handling it, he goes and gets the prostitute's father. Says, "Your dog is
got
dead.
all
What you
this
gonna
in
do about
20
it? I'll
minutes?"
leave you alone."
with the guy who killed
And
her.
then the guy that killed her, and so he kills them, and the cop comes back, and he's like, "Why did you do that for?"
This was all in 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was awful.
That is an
Way more
20
eventful
minutes.
than you would think.
It's awful.
With like very little
He had time to
dialogue.
buy and kill a hooker and go get the father and have that father kill this dude.
That all happened within like
Didn't
3
you
minutes.
say
Yeah.
that somebody's hand got chopped
Yeah,
off?
the guy whose daughter died, the cop was all upset that he killed him, which was the whole point of it. And he's like, "I'll just look to the side and put your hands out. I'm gonna
out the rest.
Wow.
It was
Alright.
awful. Watch it.
So I'm gonna move on to Janae.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna have some debate here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. there-
Oh, here we
do,
go.
do you want me to come back to you?
Oh,
Well,
We
that's
could- I could come back to you, so we
Okay.
could do we could go straight into
we make
somebody
like a
else's
harmonious?
favorite film. Yeah. We'll make it more
Everyone,
harmonious.
pin in real close to everyone's
We can
state
do
face.
mine.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna no offense today, I'm gonna skip you just so
Okay.
we can have some good debate. Taylor, what was your worst movie of the year?
I believe I changed it. It was Ender's Game.
It
but
was, but it's not anymore.
It's not anymore. It was A Good Day to Die Hard.
Yes.
Wow.
So, did everyone see it?
No.
I saw. I didn't.
It was- I have it on my-
I'm
I
a
just
big
got
John
it.
McClane fan.
I didn't really think it was
Die Hard is the most classic Christmas movie of
It's
all
the best
time.
Christmas movie of all time.
But it came out in March, so not a Christmas film.
Yeah. Well, the original Die Hard.
The
Yeah.
original-
original
Yeah,
Die Hard.
greatest Christmas film
Greatest
ever,
Christmas.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is-
Thank you.
It is a Christmas film.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
it's a Christmas film for men.
It is. It absolutely is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I liked it. It was good. It was okay. Again, it comes back to if you go into it expecting to see in like just
Let me ask.
Bruce Willis
Let me ask
way
you
past
this:
his
Did you
prime.
like Live Free or Die Hard?
yeah, loved it.
You loved it. Okay, so which was great because that was a return to an awesome series, strong fashion, and I expected that trend to continue, and it just did.
I will
not.
give you this. It was
not.
Did
It's a different film.
Am I the only one that thought it felt like you got from the beginning to the end and it almost like you didn't like it was too short? It didn't feel like there was any like semblance of a plot. It was just them killing people.
It was.
Which
Yeah.
was all I expected at this point. So I wasn't disappointed.
My bar was just a little bit higher.
Apparently, James Cameron over here.
Raising the bar for everybody. So seeing Bruce Willis is John McClane kind of like seeing Morgan Freeman nowadays as Alex Cross. Is that the standard?
Morgan Freeman.
Bruce
better
Willis,
than
Morgan
Alex
Freeman.
Cross.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis has not aged in the last 20 years. Like 20 years ago,
Shaving
he just
his
stopped.
head.
Like,
It's like
yeah,
seeing
right.
Sylvester
That's why
Stallone
you
in
can't
any
tell
movie.
because he shaved his head.
He's
and
too
he just
old.
looked like he's aged.
Plastic surgery's good.
It works. Yeah. Keeps him as a timeless action star. He's no Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
God, Adonis.
He got busted for roids.
Yeah.
No way.
What? Well, I mean, bringing he was shipping them in. He actually busted them at like customs or something like that.
That's crazy.
Well, he's not going to beat De Niro.
Well, I'm assuming he was
Yeah.
all over the country filming Expendables, so he
Yeah.
probably came back with a little bit of juice.
I
And
saw him on TMZ the other day. He called a photographer the N-word. Did you see that?
Really?
Oh man, TMZ for your news. TMZ for your news. I know, right? I was like,
I know.
no,
I don't bother with
not
CNN.
Rocky.
Okay, it's E News. I mean,
I
that's where I
saw
get the
it.
I
real
know.
news.
Oh yeah, too much. Absolutely.
All right, Panama.
Yeah, worst movie of the year for me was Iron Man 3. It was Iron Man 3 hands down. So yeah, kind of
love
like
it too.
here's the thing though. I mean, like here's what we expected, right? You go in thinking, here's the Iron Man series, riding the coattails of Avengers. You know, we're gonna see a lot of the Iron Man suit. We didn't get a lot of it the entire movie. Now that's not the only reason why I didn't like it. Like, I felt as if it was very funny. I know I remember laughing a lot during the entire film, but I still felt like we missed out on the heart of the story, the Iron Man story itself, and there were too many tricks, too many bells and whistles to kind of distract us from, you're not getting the Iron Man suit, you're just shut up, enjoy the movie, you're not getting the suit, So I don't know, it was disappointing for me on that level.
Would you have liked it more if it had come before Avengers? If Avengers hadn't ruined, I mean, you know what I mean?
You know what?
It
I
was
might
so
have.
good.
I might have given it a
was
higher
so
score.
good.
Yeah, I might have given it a higher Hush score if it came out before Avengers did. Yeah.
Well, Pepper
Which-
was really disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was expecting, she's gonna have this really cool arc.
Yeah,
and
right.
She's just like,
And just
Oh, you didn't like
Right.
the Flaming
just turns
Dragon
into
Ninja?
That's not nearly as bad as what they did to the Mandarin.
Well,
right. Oh yeah,
That
exactly.
was-
So what was that about,
Well,
right?
then you'd have to explain
Ben Kingsley
things
can
like-
do.
Exactly. You gotta bring the whole. Yeah. You
So
gotta bring the whole
there's
story.
too much going on with that.
Yeah, too much going on. I felt like it was convoluted, I guess is my word. Too much roundabout stuff to tell a simple Iron Man story. He spent too much time worried about what happened in New York. Really? Okay, fine. We get it. You're cool. You're Tony Stark. You don't have to worry about that. You know.
Well,
So
I think they replaced that because wasn't his big thing alcoholism? Like he fought
Yes,
that for years.
exactly.
So now
That's
they're kind of
his
doing
thing.
PTSD
Right.
instead.
Right.
This is one way to.
Spider-Man 3 did.
They came
I
close.
don't think it was that bad.
Nothing's that bad.
I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in the sense that the movie could have been all about extremes.
Yeah.
Could have carried its own film.
Exactly.
Venom
That's
could
something
have
they
carried
didn't
its own
explain
film,
either.
Spider-Man 3.
Exactly.
But they distracted you. Made it all about his personal tribulations.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think this is the first year we're really seeing the dilution of superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like from when they rose to stardom with Spider-Man 2, Iron Man 2, when they were up there, to now we're getting movies that are just like, let's pop out another sequel every 2 years.
Mm-hmm. They're cash cows for sure.
Well, and also too, it's like in order to retain the rights, they have to keep making them. Like every 4 years, they have to do a reboot, or they lose the rights to that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Yeah, so like the reason they keep getting reboots, the reason we keep getting like new superheroes who are the same superheroes is because Hollywood wants to retain those like movie rights.
Sony and
Who's
Spider-Man.
really trying to retain the rights for Ant-Man?
Oh, let's talk about it.
Starting now.
I'm excited. No, but Ant-Man has got to lead into the Age of Ultron, which is going to be amazing for the Avengers. You can't have Ultron without Ant-Man.
I say
So
there
that's
is no
amazing.
Ultron without
There's a
Ant-Man.
ton of people that they could put in the Avengers 2 movie.
Yeah, but
Ant-Man
created
That's like
Ultron, though. That's
Ant-Man
the
created Ultron.
That's Ant-Man. Ant-Man created
you're right.
Ultron.
No.
He's a
Ant-Man,
Ant-Man.
Tony
Why
Stark.
can't
So
he have-
Ultron used Stark technology in order
I
to create
remember.
those extra clones. But Ultron came from Ant-Man, which is
He
big.
is the creator.
Which is big.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Well, you
He's still Ant-Man though. I mean, come on. What is his power?
Well, then give me
Tank
Woman, damn it.
him. Who cares about? I mean, he created Pym particles. I'll give him that.
I'll give him that.
Well,
Yeah.
she's gonna be in the new like Superman Batman movie, but that's not good enough.
Yeah.
She needs
Wonder
a
Woman?
Feature film.
Yeah. She needs her.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Wow. Everybody calm from the
There-
whole Ant-Man thing?
I'm
I think so.
Alright.
I think we're ready for worst film.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna put mine out there real quick. It was This Is the End. The best part of the movie is that Michael Cera got blown in the bathroom. The worst part of the movie was Whitney Houston.
That was.
Well, we differ on the worst.
It-
Too soon.
It's terrible.
What is this movie? I haven't even heard of it.
This is the end. Seth Rogen and everybody else in
Well,
his
it's
crew.
Seth Rogen. I hate Seth Rogen.
I love him.
Just like, just stop right there.
Oh!
We just lost our photographer.
You're so offended.
The only
No.
thing he was good at was fanboys and like
Wow.
all the
Wow, that's kind of
Wow.
all the things that he
That movie was
existed
great,
in that
actually.
moment.
It was good. Shout out to my guy Shappy, who's actually a poet who was in that movie too, as one of the Trekkie fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for
Well,
him.
yeah, he was good in that movie, but because he was, I don't know. I just don't like him. Sorry.
Really knocked
Okay.
up.
He's
No,
a
oh, I hate
polarizing
that
guy.
movie.
You like Pineapple
Really?
Express?
I've never seen
That
it.
movie was
Wow.
funny. That movie
think-
was good.
I think the
That's
reason
why you
This
don't
Is
like
the End
me.
was my worst movie is because I love Seth Rogen and I was like expecting super bad with the apocalypse and
I
it
kind
wasn't
of
a
like
lot.
Slave Tatum though.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
was amazing.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey,
God.
guys.
I thought it was a modern day Dogma, to be honest. Like,
No, it's
you know,
That's
No.
really.
Those actors are not on the level of anybody in Dog.
Dogma's a
Really?
great movie.
Yeah.
And I love Dog. I'm a Kevin Smith fan. I really thought for
yeah.
us it was that same kind of feel that we got from Dogma.
I
you
don't
know?
think that a James Franco, Seth Rogen bromance is on the level of a Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't
no.
put it there.
Well,
but
it's
but maybe
getting
back
close.
then. But back then.
Did y'all see Bound 3?
But back then.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Look at
romantic.
We will
They
get
definitely
there.
are close.
All right. So, Janae,
I
worst
hate
movie?
Oblivion.
Can you tell me why?
Okay, it might be because I did watch it on like a 10-hour flight. However, I don't like Tom Cruise very much. He's
Wow.
just lost his novelty. I thought it was extremely boring. I don't know. I just didn't like the film. Like, I think it's beautiful. It was beautifully done. I just thought it was like trope after trope after trope.
So wait, like,
He lost his
when did
novelty.
yeah, no, right?
I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of him. But then again, I've never been a big fan.
Jerry Maguire, Top Gun.
No.
Yeah, Top Gun's an American classic.
Yeah, you're a communist if
Yeah.
you don't like Top Gun.
Well, you know,
He did the Mission Impossibles. I mean,
Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, like the first one was good, but
and they only got better.
Wow.
They did.
I mean,
That's one
it
series that
only
improves
got
over
better.
time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Minority
I agree with
Report?
everything you say, but I don't necessarily think that should put a movie in the bottom.
well,
right?
no. It's like he didn't put it in the bottom. Like I just didn't. I didn't like the concept of the film.
Okay.
I mean, I could have wrote that film better.
I mean, that's at the
Taylor,
same
you
time when
look like
both
you're
that and
And I don't know. I just thought the characters were just. I couldn't connect to them. I thought the fact that this like lady, I don't. It was just.
My biggest gripe with that movie was the ending. I don't know who saw it.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I loved it. I thought it
Total
was
cop
amazing.
out, I thought.
Really?
The ending,
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Deus
I could
Ex
have wrote that
Machina.
part
Yeah,
better.
like I was just. There's so many different ways this could have gone.
Well, here's what I saw in the movie. I saw a simple concept, right? We're back to the end of the world kind of thing. Lone wolf kind of trying to save the lasting bits of humanity, right? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's there doing something, right? As far as Tom Cruise is concerned, I thought he was great, kind of working that lonely guy, kind of lone worker on a dead planet kind of angle.
But that's been
But
done.
it has been done. But here's where it hadn't been done before. The cinematography in that movie was incredible. The way, the use of contrast and gray space, I thought was incredible. And I thought that was good enough for me. I thought something that was visually pretty was good enough for
One
me.
of the most beautiful movies of the year, for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
And the technology was incredible too.
Yeah.
You know, like that flying Reaper drone thing that he flew around on. I thought was
It's
incredible,
pretty,
right?
It's cool, but
Yeah.
like the
I
story
think we're
is
gonna have to
like,
raise our standards as viewers to make it more than just a pretty thing.
I agree.
Well, we love
Especially
pretty
with
things
price
all the time. No,
It's not
good
enough.
enough anymore.
How do you do that,
It's
though,
really
is the
not.
question.
I
How do you
have time to
convince
see
people?
maybe 20 movies a year.
oh,
Fair enough.
Oh,
I need
fair
them
enough.
to be ridiculously. I need them to make me feel like I spent my money and my time right.
So here's a question then.
As an
But that's a
adult.
crapshoot,
So let's
though.
throw
You
it back
never
a little
know.
bit. What about Avatar? Avatar is Dances with Wolves with
Great
aliens,
film.
right?
Slightly racist.
They're very racist, sure. And I don't want to go back in time. I don't want to go
Slightly.
back in time too much, you know. But that was visually amazing. But we've seen that story a billion times before. Does that
until
negate?
I buy a $30,000 TV to put that beautiful thing on, I don't care to see it ever again.
Well, and that's why,
Interesting.
like, I know this might be segueing into favorite movies. That's why I like Warm Bodies so much, and I thought
Nice.
it
That
was such
movie
a
was-
brilliant movie.
I-
Is that I wait,
I
like,
did not like that.
because
Really?
the February January segment is
Right.
like where the shit movies come out.
Yeah.
And it was just like I was intrigued by the characters. It's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
It's been done 1,000 times, but I emotionally connected to the characters. And
Nice.
like I need to emotionally connect these days, or it needs to be some like social, political, like oh my god filming, or I'm just kind of bored these days.
my standard was so different.
I love it. I think the inner monologue should have been the best part of that movie.